In a world of 7 billion, I am one. One with a voice to be heard and a vision to be realized. I see limitless possibilities in everything I do. I'm energized by what's difficult and ignited by the impossible. In my world, there are no dead ends, stopping points, or excuses. Only experiences to build upon. I am limitless. It's at the core of every action, every decision I make. Limitless possibilities create my reality. I am a dreamer, with a vision worth far more than any obstacle that stands before me. Barriers are my reason never to slow down, but to reach, to push harder, to make a statement. See, I believe that the word enough is fictitious, that there's always another level to explore, opportunity waiting around the corner, that life will give you what you give life. And I go to bed every night knowing that I gave everything I had. I embrace challenges. No great victory ever came about unopposed, unrestrained. They are the price that I will gladly pay to reach the top. I know that every single day is an opportunity to do something that has never before been done. To take the odds and rewrite them, to take perception and resculpt it, repaint it. Limitless possibility is my canvas, and I have the world to create. Turning today into the beginning of something truly breathtaking. A destination with no bounds, no restrictions, only possibility. Limitless possibility. I took yesterday's failure and I forged it into iron and steel. As it burned, it took on its new shape. Through the flames, an enemy became an ally. And there it was. My creation, designed to tear through the very elements from which it was conceived. I reached into the fire, I took yesterday's failure and strapped it to my arms. I took lifelong insufficiency and placed it over my chest. Doubt became my shield, fear my sword. I had been recreated, reimagined. And with the past singled out and excommunicated, there was only me, the journey, and this armor that strengthened my pursuit with every waking moment. Once fear was removed, hesitation followed quickly behind. Action is what remained, and its influence was overwhelming. I realized that the only way to weaken my current state was to bow down to this mountain towering over me, to retreat. Because with the simple act of moving forward, I had become empowered. With every step, I was redefined. I was something more. Life became not a window to peer out of, but an incredible sprint with no end or finish. I became obsessed with trying to capture and soak up everything I could. I wanted to trip, to stumble, to fall my way to more. I wanted to fail my way to greatness. My only fear was slowing down. It was missing out. And as my armor grew stronger, my legs moved faster. There simply wasn't enough time to breathe it all in. See, it's incredibly simple. When I faced my demons, it's not just that I became free of them, they lifted me up. I'd been running away from the very pieces that I needed most. This armor is a million mistakes, it's a million tragedies, it's letdowns and lessons, but because of them, my world is limitless. There is nothing that I can't get through. I've been there. I'm battle tested, and anything that stands before me will become the armor on my back as I walk over it and carry on. I walked up to the canyon's edge and I looked down. I remember thinking, this is my moment. I took a breath, I stepped back, and I screamed. At the top of my lungs, I screamed, and out came my plans and my hopes and my dreams. I let the world know everything I've been building and everything I planned to build. Everything I knew and everything I intended to learn. I explained everything. I felt all of me turn messenger, packaged into these tiny airwaves and dispersed to the sky, echoing one more time as they left as if for approval. And then nothing. No problem. I thought I'll just wait. But the second hand kept ticking and still nothing. No answers and no approvals and no guarantees. What was left to do but stand up and scream again? And I did, and all I got was my own voice pushing through the canyon. Did I say the right thing? Did I make the right plan? Can you be right and alone at the same time? I don't know. I'll wait. Because surely someone cares. Someone has to care. Don't people care? At that moment, a tear rolled down my cheek as I sighed, sat down, exhausted, tired of screaming and not being heard, tired of swinging and missing, tired of every attempt being the one that might change everything. I was tired of it all. Forget it. Time to go somewhere else. I wasn't sure where, but let's face it, it doesn't really matter when the only way to go is up. So I turned around and took my first few steps. Defeated, eyes down at my feet as they marched me away unceremoniously. But then I heard it. Something in front of me. And I immediately lifted my gaze from my shoes and stopped dead in my tracks. I couldn't believe what I saw. A sea of people standing there. People that had been gathering this whole time, making their way up the canyon as my back was turned, as I yelled and yelled. Some I knew, some I didn't. Some who cared so much that my pain was essentially their pain. Some I've helped along the way, and some who have helped me. Some I've laughed with, some I've cried with, some I've learned from, some who have learned from me. Some who felt exactly as I had, alone, tired, exhausted, some who felt lost but found their way. Others who thought they had everything figured out but for that moment were lost. Some who felt like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders. Others simply looking for anything to carry. All there. Not to hand me answers or a shortcut or any perfect solution, but apparently to remind me that when the answers aren't in front of you, and trust me, they won't be more than they will be, you have to trust what's behind you. What brought you to that canyon's ledge? You have to believe in the things you cannot see. Because you can think you're alone and be loved by many, and you can feel like you're losing and be right where you need to be. Life can seem like it's over when it is in fact just beginning. Those words bouncing off your lips, they don't disappear. In fact, by speaking them, you are giving them life. They become as real as the hand in front of your face, and it's up to you to never let that blank space make you think otherwise. To never let what you don't have minimize or mitigate what you do. Because the tricky thing about that abyss beyond the canyon's ledge is that it's not for reassurance or compliments or ego boosts. No, it's the real deal. It's for carving away at who you might be, and that's never going to be easy. In fact, it's always going to make you ask yourself the tough questions. And the hardest part is that we'll often leave you alone to answer them. But alone for the moment, not for the journey. The echo through the canyons highlights the power of what you have to say, and the river down below emphasizes how high you've already climbed, and those people behind you, they are your strength. Your reminder that even in the darkest of moments, the most trying of times, you are not alone. Let those dreams leave your lips and fly off into that abyss. Because as hard as it may be to understand in the moment, they are in fact making their way back to you.